It's exactly 2 months to UTME examination for 2026. In this video, I will be explaining some strategies you need to follow in order for you to score 300 plus in your upcoming UTME examination. It's no longer a news that UTME exam is going to commence April 26 till April 25. That's actually 10 days. So now this video is going to explain the strategy, the plans you should take within these 2 months to your exam. Do well to watch this video to the end, and any experience or anything you learn from this video, don't hesitate to share this video with other students out there so that they can also benefit from this video. My name is Ken, a graduate of University of Ibadan. I've been in this system tutoring students who are preparing to write JAMB, and also guiding students and also solving technicality or technical problem issues students might have when it comes to JAMB, WAEC, NECO, and others. And I have like 10 years experience. If this video is helpful to you after watching it, please just share the video to other students. Give us a like tone, probably give us a nice comment, and give us a super thanks. That is going to encourage me to do more videos for you students. Now, what are the plans you need to take within these 2 months to your UTME examination? Just 2 months. 2 months equivalent to 60 days. Yeah, today's date is today's date is February 16, and the exam is April 16. That is exactly 2 months. So from this February 16, while watching this video, to April 16, what plans should you take? What strategies should you take in order for you to score 300 plus? Now, I'll be giving you some strategies of how to go about this. Firstly, before I start, have it in your mind that there is nothing like JAMB runs. There is nothing like Expo. There is nothing like JAMB assistant. Yes, if you go on Facebook, go on a lot of social medias, even go on WhatsApp, so many WhatsApp platforms, you'll be seeing some people calling themselves professor or something, Sake, any sort of names. Somebody who has not even achieved a bachelor degree calling himself or herself a professor. So Professor Mighty, this, I don't know. So you'll be seeing them advertising that they can assist you in your JAMB exam, can assist you to get your question for you, or all sort of examination malpractice that they can do that for you. My dear, just have it at the back of your mind that they are only trying to scam you. Although we know that the country is not smiling, so they are looking for what to eat. Once you pay them, they can demand for maybe 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Even some parents might even fall victim to pay for their child. Yes, in order for their child to have 300 and above in their exam. So irrespective of anything they tell you, my dear, please just block them away and focus. Mind you, you are not a dullard. Tell yourself that you are not a dullard. Yes. Tell yourself that you are brilliant, because God give everybody brain. It depends on how you use the brain. Nobody is a dullard. Even, well, in education, we have what we call intelligence quotient, that is IQ. Although some people's IQ is very high, which are genius, some people is like average, some people is low. But irrespective of your IQ, there is no way you can still build up your brain in order for you to achieve 300. Everybody, over 1.9 million students used to register JAMB every year. Though the statistics for this year, this is February 16, as I've said earlier. Registration is going to end by February 28, so we still have like 12 days to end the registration. After the registration, we are going to know the statistics of the total number of students who registered JAMB for this year. Now, to cut the story short, what are the strategies you need to take in order for you to score this 300 plus? The first thing to do is that just have it in mind that you want to study. So the only strategy is just to what? Let me just put the word study here. Study. So how will you study? I will be giving illustration and example based on science students, because I'm a science tutor. As you can see, my channel, this is Ken. So what I do basically on this channel is that I teach mathematics, teach chemistry, but I centered more on doing videos that will solve or that will tutor students on how to go or do anything that relates with JAMB, WAEC, NECO, and all other A levels, both the technicality issues you might have, I solve everything in this video. So do well to subscribe so that you can benefit from my other videos. So now, how will you study for this upcoming UTME 2026 for just 2 months? Good. 2 months equivalent to 60 days, right? At least approximately 60 days, maybe 61, it depends. 60 days. Good. And all students must write 4 different subjects, right? Good. Now, out of the 4 different subjects, we know that English is very, let me just put English, physics, chemistry, and let me put biology. Yeah, let me just use these acronyms: English, physics, chemistry, and biology. So how can you study that? Some people say that English is very simple. Okay, there is nothing in English, it's very simple. Well, to me, no subject is simple and no subject is hard. It depends on how well did you prepare. First thing to do is that for you to study very well and score 300 plus is that if you are learning any vocational course, or you are learning anything, maybe you are learning tailoring, you are learning barbing, you are learning hairdressing, anything you are learning, as you are watching this video, please tell your boss that you want to take a 2-month break. That's number 1. And tell your parents that, mom, dad, please, I want to take a 2-month break. So after taking that 2-month break, that simply means that you will have your time for these 2 months very well. And for those of you that you are still going to school, maybe you're in SS3 as well, do you understand? So at this period of time, then any free period you have, that is the time you will be using to study for now. And for those who are working, as these 2 months now, meaning that you'll be at home throughout. I mean, for those who have graduated from secondary school, you'll be at home throughout these 2 months. You understand? Now, how can you study? Number 1, I'll give you the strategies I used to use to study. So ensure you have a 20 leaves or 40 leaves. That 40 leaves is not for reading, no, it's for you to sketch your plans. That 20 leaves or 40 leaves is not for you to write anything, it's not for you to write it, it's for you to write a plan. Now, what plans are you going to take? You have 4 subjects. See, individually, we know the subjects we know better. Like, we know the subject we are good at. That's why students say that, okay, I have my best subject is this, my best subject is that. You know your best subject. Let's assume that my best subject is chemistry. Do you understand? My best subject is chemistry. So let me circle chemistry here. This chemistry, which is your best subject and it is what you know better, keep it aside. We have 7 days in a week, isn't it? All right, 7 days in a week. Now, out of the 7 days, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So determine 2 days for English, 2 days for physics, 2 days for biology, and just 1 day for this chemistry, which is your best subject. Now, for science students, you have 2 days to study English. Let's assume you have not been reading before, which I believe that a student who wants to write JAMB should have been reading before, but let me assume you have not been reading before. And let me also assume that you have been attending physical tutorial or virtual tutorial. And let me use this opportunity to tell you that if you want to join our virtual tutorial, so we are still admitted students, you can just text me on WhatsApp. You can send a message to this particular WhatsApp number here and just write it here. So this is 0068 43 58 09. So now let's assume you are attending virtual or physical tutorial. I know that tutorial cannot take you your whole 24 hours. It's not possible. No. At maximum of 4-5 hours, you should be done with your tutorial. So when you get home, or probably if you are at home, you are not doing anything. Now, for the first 1 month, or for the first 1 month and 2 weeks, what you should do is that you should engage more in reading and not studying past question. Engage more in reading and not studying what's past question. Now, how do you read? You are reading English for 2 days, as I've said earlier. So as I read in English for 2 days, then you should just say in a way that during the day, at least find 4 hours to read during the day. Find 4 hours minimum, a maximum of 8, 9 depends. But find 4 hours to read during the day. So if you read 4 hours during the day, and anything you read, you try to jot it down. Anything you learn, try to jot it down. So read for 4 hours in the day. Good. So since you are reading two you're reading 2 days for English. I'm taking English as an example. So now for the first day, like day one, read maybe your A1 in English. There are so many textbooks you read for English. You have A1 in English. You have it depends. A lot of English that can benefit you. You know, English textbook is very much. Like there are very much. So you read the one that you want, that you find out that okay, this is the best for you. It depends, and all of them they write the same concept. Do you understand? So far you have the syllabus with you, just follow the syllabus. Okay, so read the first day, like day one for English, read the textbook we are reading. The day two, you read your novel, which is the Lekki Headmaster. Do that for English during the day for the 8 hours or 4 hours, minimum of 4 hours, maximum of 8, 9, 10, anyone you can take. You understand? So during the day, at night you do revision of what you have read. That night, don't go and read 4 hours in the night. Oh, that's too much. Just read 2 hours in the night. Is okay. 2 hours in the night is okay. So you do revision. Do that. And if you are reading, ensure that you don't read irrelevant things. So try to read something relevant. Now, this is the strategy of reading. If you have a textbook, you can get a pencil. You understand? As you are reading, don't just okay. Now let me give an example of physics, for instance. Don't just read the important thing. No, read all the explanations there. Like don't read notebook, read textbooks. Okay, so read all the important things there and use pencil to underline. Use pencil to underline. Use pencil to underline so that by the time you read the first time, maybe you are reading a whole topic today, for instance. So read and underline with pencil. Underline with pencil. Underline with pencil. So once you are done reading, let's say for the first 3 hours, you should be done reading now at least. So after that, if you now want to jot down what you have read, you can jot it from your brain. You understand? If you have assimilated it, or probably you just jot more from your brain and look at the textbooks, so just jot the rest. So the process of why you writing what you have jotted down, maybe in A4 paper or probably a 60 leaves or 80 leaves, why jotting it down, you are doing more of retention. What students need while reading is you need to retain whatever you have read. So that retention is the problem. That's the main, because students used to read and forget. But the more you keep retaining, you keep writing what you have read, it will retain in your memory. That's the tactics there. Do you understand? If you just read and you don't write, you will easily forget. You'll not be able to retain what you have read. Take note of that advice. Okay, so now for physics as well, okay, you have 2 days for physics. Physics it has calculation, it has this. Okay, if you take a topic today from your syllabus, ensure you are following the syllabus. Okay, if you need the syllabus, send a WhatsApp message to me. I will send you your syllabus. Just list your first subject. I will send you the syllabus. So take that. Okay, today I want to read this topic, so this topic. Take a textbook. If you want to read physics, I will advise you read Lamlad physics textbook. Yeah. If you want to read chemistry, I would advise that you should read Lamlad chemistry. If you want to read biology, I would advise that you should read essential biology. Do you understand? But if you are writing WAEC and not JAMB, the physics, chemistry, biology, better for you to read physics and chemistry, read new school physics, new school chemistry. For the biology, read modern biology. If you are writing WAEC and NECO, but for JAMB, read Lamlad physics, Lamlad chemistry, and essential biology. And you can read anything for English. Do you understand? So once you read 4 hours, minimum of 4 hours during the day, and maximum of 8, 9, 10 during the day, and 2 hours in the night, then you use that to what? You use your night to do a revision, or you call it meditation. You understand? Meditation means you are trying to recollect what you read during the day. So as the thing is coming, okay, you do that. All right, so read that for 1 month and 1 month and 1 week. 1 month and 1 week. Yeah, you know that we have 2 weeks. I mean, 1 month and 2 weeks. I'm sorry about that. 1 month and 2 weeks. Yes, since we have 8 weeks, so 1 month and 2 weeks. So do that. Now we have 2 weeks left, right? Now that 2 weeks left is now for you to evaluate yourself. To what? Evaluate yourself. Now, how will you evaluate yourself? You evaluate yourself by treating past question. I would advise you use remix. Remix physics, remix chemistry, remix biology, remix English. So I would advise that you use remix. So you will now evaluate yourself. Now, how will you evaluate yourself? You know, you within that 1 month, I think we have like 15 to 20 topics in the chemistry syllabus, for an example. So I believe that you should have covered like 16, 17. If you are taking two topics per week, yeah, two topics per week, yeah, you should be able to cover like 16. Let's do the calculation. We have 8 times 2, 16. Yeah, 16. So 16. At least if you cover 16 out of 17, 18, or 19, I don't really remember the amount of topics we have in that syllabus. Maybe 16, 17, 18 or so. So at least you would have covered like the whole topics in the syllabus. At least, even if it is mean just 1 or 2. Do you get? So the remaining 2 weeks is meant for revision. So you will now go back to that remix. You will make sure that you attempt all the questions in the chapter 1 for the remix. So anyone you don't know, you'll be sure that okay, but I read because LAMLAD physics, chemistry, and LAMLAD physics and chemistry, it is being structured for only JAMB students. So they wrote that textbook in a way that if you read it and you study remix past question, you'll be able to attempt all the questions in that remix if you truly read LAMLAD physics and chemistry, even essential biology too. Try that and come and give me feedback. Do you understand? So for chemistry, you know, chemistry, you said you know it very well. So you might have known some topics whereby you'll not be able to read it again because it's your best subject. So in a nutshell, the remaining 2 weeks to your exam, use it to do revision, or you call it evaluation. So evaluate yourself. So if you now realize that okay, why evaluating yourself? If you now realize that okay, oh, I didn't know this from this past question, then you can now refer you back to what you have read to go and cross-check, to go and do a cross-checking and everything. So, and a day to your JAMB, like after you have known your JAMB exam date, time and venue, a day to your JAMB, don't read anything, don't study any past question, just relax your brain. Just relax your brain. Don't play, don't watch TikTok, don't watch Instagram, don't watch anything. Go away from social media and just stay calm and just be cool, because let your brain be settled. Don't give yourself IBP. Let your brain be settled. Walk down to the exam hall and go and have 300. So if you do this, it's going to really help you. Number one again is that you working, like you learning something, stop now, stop for these 2 months. And for those of you in secondary school, I advise you that the free period you have, I'm very sure that your schools will understand you're preparing for JAMB, so they will not bombard you with unnecessary school activities. I believe that they will not bombard you with unnecessary school activities. So in a nutshell, use that time to schedule your 4 hours too, or probably 8 hours. Yeah. And for those of us who are maybe hustling, working and everything, try to minimize the time you are using to hustle for yourself. I know that some JAMB students, some UTME students, they are the one feeding themselves. So try to minimize the hours you are using to hustle for yourself. After JAMB exam, you can go ahead to do whatever you want to do. So I believe that this video would have helped you in one way or the other. If you find this video helpful, please do well to share it with others, let them learn. And if you also have the plans you have been using before and has been working for you, let's know that under the comment section so that others too can learn. I want at least the 1.9 million students I used to register JAMB every year to score more than 300, so that it's going to eradicate mass failure. Take note, no expo for JAMB. Thank you so much. Bye.